Since the launch of ChatGPT in 2022, America has been commonly perceived as a global leader in AI. Its industry boasts advanced models, chip production, and large sums of private investor cash. But China has grown to be a formidable rival with a few advantages of its own, which include a large pool of engineering talent, lower costs, and a state-led development model. Last year, China shocked the world with the debut of R1, a model from domestic research firm DeepSeek that can compete with ChatGPT while only using a fraction of the compute. In 2025, the value of China's AI industry was estimated at more than $160 billion, and the country is already home to more than 5,300 AI enterprises. That includes Baidu, one of China's foremost full-stack AI companies. In November, I attended the Baidu annual conference where I spoke to CEO Robin Li about how China's approach to AI differs from the American view.
We do have very different views. I think the mainstream US people do take it like a Manhattan Project-like thing. They invest hugely to achieve the so-called AGI, so that US will be ahead of China and all the other countries. We care a lot more about applications. China is very strong in manufacturing. We need to manufacture at a low cost, at a very high efficiency. And we need to use AI to solve those problems. That's what we care more about. I'm not even convinced that there is the so-called AGI, that one model fits all. I think right now it's like a pyramid that most value is realized at the chip level, then the model level realized probably the 1/10, and the application layer realized even less. This is certainly unhealthy. I firmly believe that you have to create much more value at the application layer in order to sustain the investment in models, in chips, and so on.
The access to chips is a critical component of the AI arms race, with the US maintaining a strong lead over China in chip production. The Trump administration recently brokered a carve-out for NVIDIA to export its second most powerful chips to Chinese firms. But Beijing is blocking their imports, presumably to boost demand for homegrown equivalents. In November, Baidu unveiled its latest M100 AI chips and plans to build a super node capable of supporting millions of chips by 2030.
We are probably a few years behind on chips, but we're not that far behind on the model level. And on top of the models, we have lots of application scenarios you cannot find elsewhere. You cannot find it in the US. So US people don't even know that they need to solve this kind of problems. We know, we sometimes have to solve those problems, right? That's where the value gets created. So I'm not so worried about the restrictions on the chip, although I very much like to get access to the most advanced NVIDIA chips.
The Chinese state is deeply involved in the management of its AI industry. In August, Beijing unveiled its AI Plus initiative, which aims to integrate AI into 90% of the country's economy by 2030. In China, new commercial technology isn't permitted until it's been regulated by the government, a system that advocates like Li says leads to smoother adoption.
Overall, the Chinese government are pro-innovation. They always say, we support your innovation efforts. But on the other hand, they need to also care about all kinds of concerns from the stakeholders. And if no regulation says that you can have a self-driving car on the road, then it means it's not. This is a little bit different from the US. In the US, if there's no regulation that says you cannot have a self-driving car on the road, then you are allowed. Especially in states like Texas or Georgia, there's no regulation at all on the robotaxi operation. But for China, you have to, in a lot of cases, get the permission from the regulators. AGI and foundation model, it's similar. In China, we don't talk a lot about regulating this kind of things. But there are actually regulations that guiding the development of this kind of new technologies.
I asked Lee what he would say to people worried about AI taking jobs and displacing humans in the workplace.
Yeah, on the longer term, I think there's a consensus that new technology will create a lot more job opportunities for people. But in the near term, we do face the challenge that because the productivity improvement caused by AI, there will be downward pressure for employment. And we need to find ways to handle this. In the US, people talk about the UBI. For Baidu, we actually helped many cities to establish those data labeling centers that hires hundreds or even thousands of people. And I think going forward, we will be able to create a lot more jobs we have never think of.